So, what do you do when you're stuck and you do not know what to do? You focus on the things that you do know how to do. That is what I want to talk about today. Welcome. Thank you so much for dropping by. If this is your first time, I am Krista, and on this channel, I talk all things midlife. If you're returning, thank you so much for being here. And let's dive right into this. So, I wanted to share about this today because I have been walking around feeling very unmotivated. It's been a lot of uncertainty and a lot of questions that I'm experiencing right now in my life. And yes, at 50, still figuring some things out. And that's okay. And I am definitely giving myself space and grace around that, but it is intentional space and grace because I'm telling you, it's not always easy. And as someone that works with clients around behavior change and habit formation and doing the things that you need to do to achieve goals, I know the toolbox. I know the things to reach for. However, it's always easier to coach than to be coached or to coach yourself sometimes. And I have been firmly planted in that lately where I've had to really dig deeper into this toolbox and really work this muscle a little bit more lately because I feel like I am definitely in a season of profound change and transition. I am no longer vegan after 20 years. Huge transition. I talked about that in a previous video if you missed that. And I'm still figuring that out and still leaning into acceptance about that because that's not a change that I thought I would ever make. I was going to be vegan till the day that I died, if you asked me. And my body came up and said, girl, we need a little bit of something different. And so I went kicking and screaming and making that change. So it wasn't a change of my own desire or design. It was something that I felt was thrust upon me. And I've been moving through that, but it was not easy. And right now with work, I'm really examining my business and examining the next steps that I need to take and what I want to do to set myself up for retirement and what that looks like and when I want that to be. These questions are coming up. All the while, I'm also feeling stuck and not necessarily feeling like I have those answers yet. It can be very uncomfortable to be in that space where we know a change needs to be made. We know we need to make a transition, but don't know what that is. The answer hasn't been made plain yet. And so when we're in that state, it's very easy to feel so disoriented that we do nothing. And so as I was making my way through this, what came to me the other day was like, girl, just focus on what you do know. Focus on what you do know how to do. And obviously, I'm going to be seeing the clients that I have. I am going to be taking care of my body and working out. I am going to be continuing to research about midlife and share my experiences and show up on this channel. Those are things that are within my control and that I can do. So instead of spending so much time talking about, I don't know what's next, what should I do, where's this transition leading? Well, instead, I'm shifting that energy and I'm showing up in the places that are certain, that do feel good. Because once we just do those actions, then we give the universe an opportunity to open up and show us path, make divine connections, give us deeper insight. But when we're stuck in, oh, I don't know what to do, it becomes harder, I believe, for us to get that insight and get that direction. And it seems very simple. And yes, I understand it can be easier said than done. The invitation is to stop trying to figure it out and do the things that you already do have figured out and just move in that space, move in it with grace, move in it with patience. And if you are in midlife and you are saying, I should have this figured out, or why am I still trying to transition at this time of life? We've been conditioned to believe that once we get to a certain age, that things are supposed to look a certain way. And on this channel, my goal is to push against that notion. You're always growing and evolving, and that doesn't stop. The learning doesn't stop, especially if we allow ourselves to continually lean into it. So if you are in a space where you are down on yourself or you're thinking because you're in midlife and you are still trying to figure things out that somehow you have failed, that is a lie. You have not failed. You are still here. You can still become whoever it is that you want to become. You can still do the things that you've always wanted to do. So, where is life asking you to make some changes? And what's one small thing that you can do? One thing that you can lean into that feels sure, that feels certain, because that gives us the confidence and the energy to be in the space of receiving direction and inspiration for what to do next. So I really look forward to sharing with you over the next several weeks about my trip to Los Angeles that I just came back from. I was there for 2.5 weeks. I went to go see my doctor, and I will talk more about that and about HRT. I will also talk about a relationship that I am now in and what that feels like. So if you want to stay tuned, please make sure to hit that subscribe button and also the notification bell so you know when I'm dropping a new video. But I really wanted to share this update and to talk about this because number one, I want to be transparent on this channel and talk about all the things that I'm experiencing in midlife because I feel that once we share, it helps others to not feel so alone in their own journey. And I hope that this helps. So thank you so much again for being here. Please do not forget to comment, like, share, and subscribe. And I really want to hear from you in the comments. Where in your life might you be feeling stuck? And what's one small action you can take to lean into something that feels good and that feels sure? Let me know, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video.